What do you want to talk about? I had a couple things from the FGC subreddit. It was actually about Hinokami Chronicles. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this. Granted, this is like really late, right? I saw this like a month ago, and because I couldn't stream, it is now 2 months. But I thought this was like an interesting little topic. I said, I know anime fighters are not known for being big within the FGC, but do you guys think this one could make it? At least my input, it takes more skill than Jump or Storm. I find this interesting because before I got into fighting games, I used to think that the anime fighters were like legit, right? I thought I was like really doing some real work out here until like I met Mike and then everybody else that I know and like my new friend group. And then they was like, nah, this is like real fighting games, motion inputs and fundamentals. So I can kind of see where like this guy's thought would be coming from, but I feel like a lot of anime fighters really aren't made to be competitive. Like even Demon Slayer, right? I feel like Demon Slayer has competitive elements, but I don't think Demon Slayer was meant to be competitive. If I'm being honest with you, like, does that sound weird? Like, even though like as like a community, as like like, I don't know, the arena fighter community, or maybe even some people of the FGC that like arena fighters, I still feel like that Hinokami Chronicles was just meant to be played casually. I also think Storm was harder than Demon Slayer. I think that too. Storm, even to do some of the basic switching, like just with R3, the flicking right and left stick, it takes a second to get used to. Even like for me, it took me a little bit to get used to. I was like, okay, so I can switch my character, and then, oh wait, I just noticed I can dash and switch the character. Baby, I'm in. So I think mechanically it's harder, honestly. Yeah, Surge is also really stupid. I never liked Surge. Surge is such a goofball mechanic. Mechanics like that are meant for you to feel powerful. Like, when you do your boost, you get your assist back so you can run offense again, right? And then when you do Surge, you can run your offense again, get your get out of jail free card again, on top of having super armor. That's like power, right? I feel like that's power. They're banning Akaza? Nah, stop it. And Enmu, and then you got things like that, right? That's another thing too, like the anime arena fighters don't even try to have rollback. Like I feel like we're hoping that JOJOS is not even an arena fighter, I don't think. I think JOJOS is like a legit fighting game. But even JOJOS, because it's made by arena fighter type people, the chances of it having rollback or any type of good connection is so slim. And isn't P4UA the same age as JOJO's, low-key? Bro, these games are like, what, 4 months apart? 5 maybe? It's crazy. JOJO's might not get that luxury, and that's a shame. It's such a shame. Because, like, if I'm not mistaken, isn't P4UA 2 and JOJO's the same kind of like re-release, remaster kind of thing? And matter of fact, if anything, JOJO's is doing more because they're adding characters and adding mechanics to the game they already had. Don't re-release the game without rollback. That's what I'm saying. Don't re-release the game without rollback. Here's my hope for the future. Is that what I hope that's gonna happen is that Tekken, because Tekken is also a Bandai game, right? And I believe the JOJO's game is also a Bandai game. So I'm hoping that Tekken can come in with Tekken 8 or Tekken Tag 3 or something, whatever they're on. We'll introduce rollback to Bandai and then, or Bandai, and then what they'll do is that, hey, this is rollback netcode. This is what a lot of the community wants, and we're gonna add it into this game. They introduce that, and then other developers within the Bandai circle will start getting more hip to it, I guess. That's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that, because I just want to like play in good connection. Ever since like I understood the wokeness of rollback and like how important it really is, it just makes the most sense, honestly. Well, it's not even like CC2 puts minimal effort in their games, because one thing about, I mean, they have really good cutscenes in their fights and all that. I mean, Storm and Kakarot kind of proved that. Just when it comes to their online functionality, that's the part that sucks. As to the FGC input on Hinokami Chronicles, my whole thing is that I don't think this game was made to be competitive. I think what happened, to sum it up low-key, is like, I think what happened, the community kind of put that image on Hinokami Chronicles to be this like competitive, the first ever arena fighter that's competitive. It's the hottest thing on the block, and it's competitive, and because it's the hottest thing and competitive, it's gonna be a good game. It didn't really translate into that, mainly because of the mechanics that they added, and they also nerfed movement for some reason. That was kind of whack. Not gonna lie, they really nerfing movement in an anime fighter seems so blasphemy to me, because I feel like the movement is what makes like a game in an anime fighter. I mean, it makes it in every game, but I feel like in anime fighters, because like you want to stay like really true to the show, the way the characters moves matters a lot, if that makes sense.